So, speaking a little bit more towards ranges, I would strongly recommend against having two long range robots on your team, on your hangar. And the reason I say that is specifically if you're playing Beacon Rush or Domination, because you can make multiple long range robots work in that game mode, but if you're able to do that, then you're good enough at the game to where you don't need somebody giving you advice. So, yes, you can play with a whole bunch of long range snipers in those game modes and make it work. But no, I don't suggest that you try that. I don't suggest you even work towards that. Now, when you get good enough to where you don't need me giving you advice, and you start pushing up in the ranks and you understand how the game works, by all means, I encourage you at that point to push your boundaries and try and see what things that you can do. But always understand, there's a difference between something that works because it's effective and something that works just because you got good enough and worked hard enough to make it work. Because if you got good enough to make weak weapons work, if you just slapped on better weapons and you kept trying as hard, you would get incredibly, vastly different results. You would see a huge pace increase in your success rate. You'd start earning honor points faster, you get more gold per battle, you get more silver per battle. And when you're doing this, and when you're playing with better weapons and better setups, and you're doing more damage, you're also completing your dailies faster. These things right here, this may look like a whole lot to work towards, but I can do about two battles or 3 battles and get these all cleared up and have more coming by quickly. In your dailies, you'll only... I already explained how that works. So, short range weapons, if you don't have enough, like, say I'm looking for short range options. Say I don't have a whole bunch of cryptic redeemers, right? Say I got 2 heavy slots and I've only got 1 cryptic redeemer. That's a range of 350. Well, a cruel bane is a range of 300. And both of these weapons, you kind of want to stick to the enemy like glue, and you just want, these weapons have the capacity to fire for prolonged periods of time, and you just want to like stick to the enemy and just dump the weapon on them. Even though they have a difference of 50 meters, it's not, I mean, if you can get within 350 meters with the cryptic redeemer, you can go ahead and push closer. You might as well get 300 meters and then use your cruel bane and cryptic redeemer together. And that can work. It would be a little bit harder to make your cryptic redeemer and your boombox devastator work because there's more of a difference between the ranges. But if the difference in range is very slight, or even if it's the same range and just a different weapon type, then you can make that work. But you don't want to lean into it. It's more of a thing like, hey, I don't have optimum setup right now. I'm going to use this setup until I can come across a better option. And that can make it very difficult because you have to upgrade your stuff to get better. But how do you know which weapons to upgrade? Because you don't want to spend a whole bunch of time working on 2 or 3 weapons and then someone comes along and is like, oh, those weapons are useless, you wasted your time. And they're not saying that to be mean to you, they're just letting you know, hey, if you've got any more of those weapons, don't, they're just letting you know. It's like, hey, you actually are wasting your time and your resources working on that. You're making that one item better, but that thing's like level 6 and it's still not working for you. You can get this other item and level this up to level 3, and you'll be able to be like, wow, it's just as effective. And then you level it up even more, and then all of a sudden it's like, wow, I done ranked up twice because of this one thing. Why is the game balanced like that? And it's very confusing because unless War Robots is your first competitive video game, then a lot of people will have memories and experience of different games in the past with better balancing mechanics. And it's that expectation and prior experience that we're drawing from that's confusing us, because we're having cognitive dissonance. The expectation versus reality is different. Our past experiences are towards preserving game health and balance. And then we play this game. It's got cool fucking robots, man. Who doesn't like robots? It's a cool game. But then the developers are balancing it towards not health and not proper matchmaking, but they actually hired psychologists to help them design their game in such a way so as to maximize incentive for the player to spend money on a free game. Their priorities are completely different. So you can let me look at my match history, battle history. Let me look at somebody I fought with today. This guy. Alright, he's an expert 2, right? Just for the record, I'm an expert 2. Yay. I don't know how I finally got out of diamond and I jumped from 3 to expert 2 quickly. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. But me and this guy are in the same league, right? I'd even argue I've got more league points than him. But look at this guy's hanger. He's got 5 hangers. Me and you have 2. This guy's got 5 hangers. Look at all of his drones. They're all level 12. Well, except for this one. Look at all of his level. Well, this one's 50. But look at these. Level 70, level 70, level 70 maxed out pilots. Mark II, Mark III, Mark III, Mark II, Mark III with Mark II. 150 maxed out Titan weapons. I'm surprised he doesn't have a maxed out Titan pilot yet. But then we look at his other. Yep, look at his other hangars. And just look at all the money. Okay, that's a joke hanger. This is like his... Okay, so I would say this guy's got 3. Oh, wow. Yeah, look at that. 150, Ao Ming. So I would say this guy's got 3 of his hangars have... I mean, come on. Like how much money? Because the time it would take to do all this... I doubt this guy's been playing this game for 10 years. Because, well... $1,800, about $2,300 worth of gear, and these guys 3 hangars, and he's probably got more maxed out gear. And I beat this guy. Me and him are in the same league. And just look at the shit that he has. Look at the rawness. I mean, man. And then you look at me. Same league. I got 2 hangars. One of my hangars is just for showing off. My primary hangar is like, look what I got. Look what I'm running with. About level 5, level 6 robots. About level 5, level 7 weapons. I mean, my Crisis is the exception. But I mean, that's just the difference between skill and pay to win. Because I don't pay to win. I just spend a little bit money here, and then I spent a little bit money there, and I spent a little bit money here, and I've not bought. I've not bought one maxed out robot. I've not bought one maxed out weapon. All I buy is just like a little bit of gold when it's on a really good sale, just just to help out here and there with like pilots and stuff, and I haven't really spent anything in the past month. But I don't have anything that's maxed out. The closest thing I've got to being maxed out is this level 12 Reaper that I can enhance to Mark II for 500 gold, but I'm not going to do that. But I know what I'm doing. I've got the player skill, and that's why I've gotten to the league that I'm at. Because I know what I'm doing. I'm actually playing the game and being good at it. And then you've got people like that one guy I just showed you, same league as me, maxed out gear, like thousands of dollars of maxed out gear, and I still beat him. So it's not just having the right gear. You also have to be a good player. But it frustrates good players to lose to bad players with maxed out gear. That sucks. Next video.